That scathing report on the investigation of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, the state attorney general's office finding the governor sexually harassed multiple women, retaliated against at least one who came forward, and fostered a toxic workplace that enabled harassment to occur. Tonight, a growing list of Democrats calling for him to resign, including President Biden. The damning report, 165 pages long, including the testimony of 179 witnesses documenting a pattern of behavior from 2013 until at least 2020. 11 women coming forward to accuse him, including a state trooper on his own security detail. The governor reacting quickly, defiantly, in a pre-recorded video statement saying he never touched anyone inappropriately or made inappropriate sexual advances, denying all sexual misconduct, and including photos of him hugging and kissing people, accusing investigators of weaponizing everyday interactions. After delivering the report, Attorney General Letitia James saying her work is done. She is not filing any charges. So what comes next? In a moment, ABC Chief Legal Analyst Dan Abrams with the legal ramifications for the governor and what this could mean for his accusers. But we start with ABC's Ariel Reshef in Albany tonight.
Tonight, the independent investigation reaching a sweeping conclusion.
Governor Andrew Cuomo sexually harassed current and former New York State employees by engaging in unwelcome and non-consensual touching and making numerous offensive comments of a suggestive and sexual nature that created a hostile work environment for women.
11 women coming forward to accuse the governor, investigators finding them all to be credible.
I believe them.
The team assembled by New York State Attorney General Letitia James spoke to 179 people over 5 months, collecting 74,000 pieces of evidence. Today, they accuse the governor of violating state and federal laws, presenting their findings in stark detail.
In the executive mansion, the governor hugged executive assistant number 1 and reached under her blouse to grab her breast. This was the culmination of a pattern of inappropriate sexual conduct, including numerous close and intimate hugs, where the governor held her so closely that her breasts were pressed against his body.
Investigators say a state trooper, a member of Cuomo's own security detail, described a pattern of harassment.
In an elevator, while standing behind the trooper, he ran his finger from her neck down her spine and said, "Hey, you." Another time, she was standing holding the door open for the governor. As he passed, he took his open hand and ran it across her stomach from her belly button to the hip where she keeps her gun. She told us that she felt completely violated.
And investigators say her account was corroborated by other state troopers who saw it all. And then there was Charlotte Bennett, an executive assistant who confided in Cuomo last year that she had been sexually assaulted in college. He allegedly asked her to describe what had happened, and investigators say it didn't stop there.
He told her that he was lonely and wanted to be touched. He asked her if she was monogamous and what she thought about monogamy. He speculated on how her history as a sexual assault survivor might affect her romantic life. He told her that she looked like Daisy Duke. He suggested that she get a tattoo she was contemplating on her butt and asked her if she had any piercings anywhere other than her ears.
Bennett filed a complaint, but the governor's staff allegedly buried it, and she ended up leaving her job. Today, Cuomo claimed he was only trying to counsel her because he has a close relative who was also sexually assaulted.
I thought I could help her work through a difficult time. I did ask her questions I don't normally ask people. I did ask her how she was doing and how she was feeling. And I did ask questions to try to see if she had positive, supportive dating relationships.
The governor declaring the investigation does a disservice to, quote, legitimate sexual harassment victims.
I never touched anyone inappropriately or made inappropriate sexual advances.
In a highly produced video, he showed pictures of himself hugging various people and of politicians embracing other politicians. The message, nothing to see here.
I try to show my appreciation and my friendship. I now understand that there are generational or cultural perspectives that, frankly, I hadn't fully appreciated.
Today, Charlotte Bennett tweeting a terse response, resign Governor Cuomo. Her call echoed by both New York senators and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. And tonight, reporters asking President Biden.
Are you now calling on him to resign?
Yes.
And we've heard that from a number of other Democrats as well. Ariel Reshef joining us from Albany. And Ariel, we heard the president right there. He thinks the governor should resign, but so far Cuomo is not willing to do that. So what comes next here?
Well, Whit, tonight it looks more and more like Governor Cuomo will be impeached by the state legislature. The Assembly Speaker saying it has become abundantly clear that he has lost the confidence of the Assembly's Democratic majority and he can no longer remain in office. Whit.
Ariel Reshef with those fast-moving developments. Thank you. So let's get right to our ABC Chief Legal Analyst, Dan Abrams, joining us right here in the studio. And we heard from the Attorney General there that she says Cuomo violated state and federal law, but is not filing charges. Many people might be asking, why not, and what power does she actually have?
Yeah, she's really only empowered in connection with this investigation to subpoena witnesses, subpoena documents, and write a report. And that's what she did. If she was going to get more power, it would have to come from the governor. And obviously, that's not going to happen. So this is now going to be in the hand of local officials in the state of New York.
Let's talk more about the next steps. And what about the 11 brave accusers who came forward? What options are left for them?
So there's civil and there's criminal. The criminal investigation, we know, for example, in Albany County, New York, there's an ongoing investigation there. Remember, any unwanted touching could be a misdemeanor assault in the state of New York. So that investigation is ongoing. We'll see if there are any others. On the civil side, you could have accusers coming forward, as long as it's within the statute of limitations, to sue Governor Cuomo. We'll have to see if that happens as well. So a lot of unanswered questions on the legal front still to come.
A lot to follow. We know you'll be on top of all of it. Dan Abrams for us. Thank you tonight. We appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.